Daf Yomi, track Menachot, page 38b. Almost at the top of the page, with the words Hatinach, Laban. Hatinach, Laban, Denamakev, as the Techeles, Denamakev, Kevin, Laban, Mahi. The Gemara asks, this works out well with regard to the Mishnah statement that absence of the white strings does not prevent fulfillment of the mitzvah with the sky blue strings, which has been interpreted to mean that failing to insert the white strings before the sky blue strings does not invalidate the ritual fringes. But what is the meaning of the Mishnah statement that the absence of sky blue strings does not prevent fulfillment of the mitzvah of the white strings? Rami Brachama said that statement of the Mishnah is necessarily only in the case of a garment that consists entirely of sky blue wool. In such a case, one is supposed to insert the sky blue strings before the white strings. Itmal nami amar levi lishmuel arioch. It's interesting. I just watched a video on a lion. Arioch, I think, means lion. Very interesting. Idmanami Amalei Levi Lishmur Arioch Lo Tetiv Akrach Adim Farshadli Lahamilta Atchelet Makavet Lavan Lavan Eno Makavet Atchelet Maihi Amalei Lo Nitra El Sedin Betzitzis De Mitzvah Leakdome Lavon Bereisha. The Gemara notes that this was also stated by Amoraim. Levi said to Shmuel, Arioch, I think it means lion, do not sit on your feet until you explain to me this matter. When the Mishnah states that the absence of sky blue strings does not prevent fulfillment of the mitzvah of ritual fringes with the white strings, and the absence of white strings does not prevent fulfillment of the mitzvah with the sky blue strings, what does it mean? Shmuel said to Levi, that statement is necessary only in the case of a linen cloak, on which one places ritual fringes, where there is a mitzvah to insert the white strings first. Maitama hakanaf, min kanaf, v'i akdem tcheles elovon leslan ba. What is the reason for this? The verse states, and they shall put on the fringe of the corner of a sky blue thread, Numbers 15:38. The fringe of the corner is a reference to the string that is the same type as the corner of the garment. In the case of a linen cloak, which is generally white, this is a reference to the white strings. And since the verse mentions the fringe of the corner before the sky blue thread, the white strings must be inserted before the sky blue strings. The Mishnah therefore teaches that if one inserts the sky blue strings before the white strings, we have no problem with it. After the fact, and the ritual fringes are valid. Okay? Tinach Lavan De eno makev is a techeles. Techeles. De eno makev is a lavan mahi. The Gemara asks, this works out well with regard to the Mishnah statement that absence of the white strings does not prevent fulfillment of the mitzvah with the sky blue strings. But what is the meaning of the Mishnah's statement that the absence of sky blue strings does not prevent the fulfillment of the mitzvah with the white strings? The mitzvah of the Techeles Bereishim, the Akanav bin Kanaf, V'yaktim Lavan Bereishim Lestan Ba. Rami Brachama said to him, that statement of the Mishnah is necessary only in the case of a garment that consists entirely of sky blue wool, where it is a mitzvah to insert the sky blue strings first, as the phrase, the fringe of the corner, indicates that the first strings one inserts into the garment are those that are the same type as the corner of the garment. The Mishnah therefore teaches that if one inserted the white strings first, we have no problem with it after the fact, and the ritual fringes are fit. Amarava midei tziva kagoim. Ela amarava lo nitzcha ela legardumin. Di igardam. Tcheles v'koi lavan. Igardam lavan. V'koi tcheles les lanba. Rava said, is it actually the color of the garment that determines the proper order in which one should insert the strings? Rather, Rava said, the ruling of the Mishnah is necessary only for a case of severed strings. The Mishnah teaches that if the sky blue strings were severed and the white ones remain, or if the white strings were severed and the sky blue strings remain, we have no problem with it, and the ritual fringes are fit. Da'amri b'nechiyah, da'amri b'nei Rabbi gardume tcheles kesherim, v'gardume ezov kesherim, v'kamashir gardumin, amar bar hamdure, amar shmuel kedei le'anvan. As the sons of Rabbi Chia say, severed white or sky blue strings are fit, and similarly severed hyssop branches are fit for sprinkling the water of purification mixed with the ashes of a red heifer. The Gemara asks, what measure do severed strings need to be in order to remain fit? Bar Hamduri says that Shmuel says the strings must remain long enough to tie them in a slip knot. This was a take we did already, but I'm coming to it now. A dilemma was raised before the sages. When Shmuel says that severed strings must be still long enough to tie them in a slip knot, does that mean to tie all of the strings together in a slip knot? Or perhaps not. No, I'm just kidding. Or perhaps the strings may be even shorter, provided that they are long enough to tie each one individually. Alright, so do you tie all the strings together or just tie itself in a slip knot? So it's Teiku, and you have to wait for the Messiah for that one. My Amarle Ravacha Berei the Rabbi Ravashi Kol Shekain the Minachar the Minchar Mitzvah Sayu. Ravashi asks if the strings are thick and cannot be tied to a slip knot, but if they were the same length but thin, they could be tied to a slip knot. What is their status? Ravashi says Ravashi, if the strings are long enough to fit, if they are thin, all the more so they are fit. If they are thick, as the mitzvah one fulfills with them is more recognizable with thicker strings. With thicker strings, with thicker stringies, lie, 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 lie. With thicker strings, it's a bigger mitzvah with thicker strings. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Okay, it's a bigger mitzvah, bekitzer. It's a bigger mitzvah with thicker strings. Okay, where are we? We're holding. Uman Tana, the Paligalai the Rabbi. Hi Tana, Tana, the Tana, Rabbi Yisrael, Mishum Rabbi Nasan, Dama Mishum Rabbi Yosef Lili, Dama Mishum Rabbi Yochanan Benuri. Ein lo tcheles meti lavon. The Gemara cited the opinion from Yehuda C, who holds that one cannot fulfill the mitzvah of ritual fringes without both white and blue, sky blue strings. The Gemara explains that the Mishnah can be interpreted in accordance with his opinion. The Gemara now asks, who is the Tana who disagrees with Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi, and holds that the sky blue strings and the white strings are not interdependent? The Gemara answers, it is this following Tana, as it is Tana Bright. Rabbi Yitzchak says in the name of Rabbi Natan, who says in the name of Rabbi Yosef Lili, who said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan ben Nuri, if one does not have sky blue strings, he nevertheless affixes white strings. Amar Rav Shmuel tzarich liksha al kol chulya v'chulya tisach gedeichtet lo tzorich. Hayama b'nei Rabbi Chia gardu in dechenes gesherin de gardu me ezoiv gesherin kevan ishtrile ilai ishtrile kulei. Rava said, learn from the sons of Rabbi Chia that one is required to tie a knot after each and every set of windings, and one cannot suffice with only one knot at the end of all the windings. As if it enters your mind to say that one is not required to tie a knot after each set of windings, then that which the sons of Rabbi Chia say, severed white or sky blue strings are fit, and similarly, severed hyssop, branches are fit, is difficult. Once the uppermost knot is undone, all of the windings on the entire corner will come undone, as there are no other knots holding the windings in place, and in that case the garment will not have valid ritual fringes.